Alright, let's talk about the largest value from label. So you have a value and label array, and you also have num1 and use limit. So use limit is actually determine how many items you can use in the same label, and num1 is like how many num1 you want to use, right? So just for example, right over here. So for example 1, use limit is actually 1. So for every single label you can only pick 1, right? But you want to pick the largest one, so you can return what? So you can return the maximum score, right? So since I don't know which one is the largest one, so I'm going to traverse the value array. So I know 5 for it represent 1, label 1, but I only need 1, right? I mean the largest one, so it should be the 5, and 2 and 3, and so on, right? So here's it. So 3 and 2 are labeled 2, so you want to pick the largest one, which is 3. So now the num1 is actually what, 3. So you want to pick another one, which is 1. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 is actually equal to 9, right? So for example 2, num1 is actually 3, but the problem is what? Use limit is 2, right? So again, num1 on level 1 only have 5, and 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2 is what, label of 30, so you can actually pick what? Pick the largest one, right? And what it is, so it should be what? 5, 5, 4, 3, right? Because the number one is 3, so you can only pick the largest one, and which is 3, right? So 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, right? But if you want to add this one, then you will get what, the 4 items, so this is not allowed. You want to return a maximum, right? So let me just quickly go over the solution. So again, I'm going to just put the value and label into one class. So later on I will use the priority queue and sort the item, the class I create, and I'm going to sort based on the value. And I will just basically use another hash map to keep track of the label count, right? And this is pretty much a solution. So here it is. So I'm going to create a list of what item. I'm going to put this, new list. Again, I need a class item. And I'm going to say inval and also a label, right? And then create a constructor, inval, in label. List.val is actually equal to val. List.label is actually equal to label, right? And then I'm going to just traverse length of the value, the length at plus, right? So what, list.add, so I can only add the item, right? So it's going to be what, new item, and then passing the value I, comma, labels it I, right? Alright, now I need a priority queue, right? Sort the priority queue. And this is going to be item, right? PQ to new. And I'm going to compare, use the lambda expression. So from the largest to smallest, because we want what? We want from the largest value getting pulled, right? So it's going to be what? Eval minus aval, right? Alright, so I need to add every single one of the list into the priority queue, right? So I can use what? Add all, right? So it's going to be just what? I'm going to say this, right? And I scale this one. Alright, so yeah, I need a return value for the maximum, right? Now I need another hash map. So this is going to just keep track of the label, so I don't repeatedly use the same label value, right? So now everything is set, right? So I can use traverse my priority queue. So while PQ is not empty, and also what? And also the num1 is actually greater than 0, right? So which is I can use whatever I want, right? Until the num1 is actually equal to 0. So I can break the value. So I'm going to say item equal to what? PQ dot pull. So I pull the first one out of the PQ, which is the largest one, and I put into my hash map based on the label. Okay, so item the label, comma meta get or default, and then this is gonna be item dot label, comma 0. So I'm going to keep track of the frequency of the item dot label. If I didn't have it, then I initialize to 0 and I increment by 1. So if I do have it, then I just increment by 1, right? So if the method get item dot label, if this is what? If this is less than equal to the use limit, so use limit is actually determine how many items you can use in the same label, right? So if you have 3 items in the array, I can use two of them, right? So in my hash map, you will keep track of the count, right? So this will be less than equal. If less than equal use limit, right? I'm going to just what add in my item now, right? And also decrement my num1 because I already use it, right? And this is going to be pretty much it, right? So let me see if I have any problem. No. Alright, so let's talk about time and space. So this is going to be a space, and this is going to be a space, and this is going to be a space. So how many space? The worst case is going to be all of n, storing every single item. Item represent what? The value and label. So the length of the value and then length of the label should be all of n, right? So the worst case is going to be all of n, right? For the space, for the time. This is all of n. This is what? Priority queue. You have to sort, right? So it's unlock n. This is all of n. So this is all of n. And so the worst case is going to be unlock n and represent end of the value. And this is the solution. And I will see you next time. Bye.